Hello everyone and now welcome again to a game between Happy versus Foggy, this taking place from ESL Cup 60, I believe. Let me double check, make sure I'm not misquoting. Yes, ESL Open Cup number 60, and to no surprise at all, Foggy and Happy are meeting each other late in the tournament. We are looking at Happy spawning over here as the teal undead on the top right hand side of the map. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left, we have Foggy spawning as the red Night Elf. Night Elf versus Undead in a 1v1 matchup. Ancient of War, Altar of Elders, Tree of Life here. Should be looking at a Keeper of the Grove. And are we going to be looking at a Demon Hunter second to try and get mana burn down effectively? Oh, basketball player for the sub. Thank you very much. I'm hoping that it is, well, it should be a Twitch sub, not a YouTube sub. But then I think YouTube subs might actually show up here as well. Anyways, let's go. Oh, Abuser. And Abuser also was watching the game temporarily. Let's see where we're going to be going next. We are looking at most likely a Death Knight opening coming in from Happy. He's going to be going up against a Keeper of the Grove. Really no surprise. And Happy, really just a very strong and consistent player, even if he does play that same strategy or similar strategies over and over and over again. I wonder if one of the reasons why Unhappy likes to play Undead is that types of strategies, the army compositions for Undead really doesn't vary all that much between race and race, uh, right? Like other races, there's other build orders, other different strategies, other different unit compositions that you really have to worry about and or really have to adjust for. Meanwhile, Undead, well, you're gonna go ghouls and crypt fiends. Um, the amount of units you have, the amount of ghouls versus the amount of crypt fiends, does vary from game to game. You're going to be going for obsidian statues, and you may go for an abomination. And then at that point, you start wondering, okay, do I need frost worms to slow down bears? Do I need any of the tier 3? Um, well, actually, no, I guess I can't say that anymore. I guess you could try to go for gargoyle play against Night Elf. That's one actual potential opening that you could try and use. Death Knight nearby here. I'm going to go ahead and continue to engage. Rod of Necromancy. Death Knight now retreating back. All right, a little bit of engagement going back and forth. Death Knight retreating back off to the north right there. There goes a critter, down critter as the ghouls now clearing out this giant sea turtle creep camp. Yeah, the giant sea turtle creep camp actually a little bit difficult for Night Elf to easily clear out. Ancient of War perhaps moving on over there could deal some damage. I guess the Trance were also there as well. Keeper of the Grove should be able to run down and pick up that Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 as skeletal minions now just, well, doing a bit of scouting for Happy. We are looking at a Tree of Life by Foggy. Foggy looking to, well, what is going on here? Why is the Death Knight just sitting there happily taking damage? That, right? Not what I was expecting at all. Death Knight continuing to take damage. However, Death Knight with that unholy aura does outrun that Keeper of the Grove. Death Knight, such a powerful unit here. We're looking at, look, entangle onto one of those ghouls. Death Knight should be coming around the corner and will be getting a death coil when he comes, as that ghoul was about to get taken down. Nope. Ends up staying alive. Keeper of the Grove looking to back away. Well, what is this Keeper of the Grove doing? Just wandering around here. Foggy has to be careful. He is going up against a large swarm of units that could easily surround him. And as you can see, there is unholy aura. So Foggy really trying to play a dangerous game in this situation. He doesn't have a Staff of Teleportation, and now the Keeper of the Grove will end up taking one more shot from a Rune Blade, and then, come on, where's that one more shot? And then Death Coil, Scroll of Town Portal. All right, called that pretty much right there. Burning that Scroll of Town Portal in order to head back home. Moonwell is going to heal up once more, but he did end up absorbing 150 mana back from that Death Knight. but this also gives Happy plenty of opportunity to try and clear out this creep camp here. All right, little bit of damage. Tome of Intelligence going to be left behind. Nope, going to get picked up by that Death Knight, as that Death Knight wants to get in some more damage as well. Staff of Teleportation. Keeper of the Grove going to teleport back, rejoin in on the battle, get some damage. There is a Dust of Appearance as the Death Knight. Is it perhaps going to get in or get entangled? No, it is not. Trying to finish off those skeletal minions as the entangle goes down. Death Knight now down to 305 hit points. Has to be careful though, as the Death Knight is continuing to take a little bit of damage, constantly getting body blocked by those units. All right, Death Knight now making its way back off to the north. Tree of Life making its way down to the south, and something just makes me believe that this expansion of Foggy is going to be pressured here in just a little bit and not be able to mine freely as freely as he wants. Illusion now wandering around here. Archers are going to be getting into position. All the ghouls are back on Blight. They are healing up nicely. Takes a little bit of time though, as the archers gonna get into position here. Archers maybe trying to back up. Death Knight. Illusion is going to aggro those creeps without a problem and force the fight before he's ready for it. Demon Hunter going to be joining in to try and level up to level 2 while the Keeper of the Grove is still on the far side. All right, are we going to be looking at damage? No, gargoyles are now up in the air here. Keeper of the Grove making its rounds back, a little bit more damage once more. Gargoyles going after that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove suffering a little bit of damage, but also buying time for this Tree of Life. And that's really what Foggy wants. He wants to buy time. He wants to be able to easily set up this Tree of Life and then start having it pay for itself. What I am currently surprised about is that this Tree of Life is not already trying to entangle this gold mine. If it had tried to entangle that gold mine and leaving behind this Tome of Strength, come on, Foggy, you're better than that. Keeper of the Grove now retreating back once more. Death Knight and Demon Hunter both sitting at, Demon Hunter sitting at level 2 now. Death Knight now sitting at level 3 with level 2 Death Coil. No surprises there, and this Null Overseer will get taken down. Lich sitting at level 1. Crystal Ball will get picked up. Tome of Agility. And where is the Crystal Ball going to reveal? We do have this entangled gold mine about halfway completed. Meanwhile, the Death Knight and the Lich now making their way off from the north, as we are not teching to tier 3. All right, behind this, Happy actually opting to set up an expansion instead of trying to go for tier 3 as of yet. That means that the Lich is not going to have nearly as much damage, but we are looking at a mass ghoul strategy joining in on this fight so far. Entangle, mana burns could be coming in pretty regularly. Lich could take another mana burn again, and mana burn onto the Death Knight, as we're looking at that Lich who may be able to try to get a big Frost Nova off. All right, Frost Armor instead trying to burn up some of that mana, as the Demon Hunter tries to retreat back. Archers going up against Foggy's army of ghouls. Treants are getting taken out. Death Knight and that Death Knight at 3. Lich is still at 2. Coming back through, Keeper of the Grove, Demon Hunter, Archers, Dryads now making their rounds. We're looking at Ancient of War off to the north as well. Lich, Death Knight, Obsidian Statue also continuing that push, as the Keeper of the Grove gonna just try and pressure Happy's expansion before it gets up and operational. Entangled Goldmine down to 500 hit points and dropping rather fast. Archer is going to try and get away. Dryads are here in position as well, and the Dryads slow poison, able to pick off units, but they just haven't reached the numbers that Foggy needs as of yet. Foggy's sitting at 32 supply compared to Happy's 42. Foggy's army pretty much non-existent right now. Where is all of Foggy's lumber? What is he really doing? Trying to get up additional Moonwells and an Ancient Protector too. Death Knight, Keeper of the Grove, Archers. There goes another Archer right there. And things just seem to be falling apart for Foggy. He's not playing up to his normal self as of late. Normally, Foggy takes a little bit of an advantage, and then Happy is able to claw his way back at that advantage. That's not what we're seeing right now. Foggy is currently behind and may continue to fall further behind unless he's able to really capitalize and get a lot of Dryads or train up some more units. We are looking at Tree of Eternity. No Bears, Mountain Giants going to be added in. to this mix. All right. Still, this is rather interesting to say the least. Not quite sure what my expectations were of this game. Gargoyles are in the air. Keeper of the Grove, Dryads are going to be able to find some damage here, getting in some damage over time onto some of those units, spreading out poison damage over time. Beautiful micro coming in from Foggy to make sure multiple units is constantly taking damage here. And there is a Frost Nova Blast there. Keeper of the Grove going to try and run back away, run back once more. Keeper of the Grove does not have an Orb of Venom. I would not be surprised if he picks up an Orb of Venom, thereby adding up more damage over time between these gargoyles. Coming back down here, we are finally sitting at 50 supply, training up Mountain Giants. One Mountain Giant is out on the field. That is it now, getting up to 57 supply. Demon Hunter mana burns off. There's a Frost Armor as well as the Keeper of the Grove looking to back away. Pendant of Energy on that Keeper of the Grove. We're going to be looking at a slight engagement. No engagement. Foggy jumping up to 64 supply now, but there is nothing to really deal with these gargoyles. The Demon Hunter, Keeper of the Grove, not going to be enough right there, as that Dryad could get taken out. Are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? Should use it now. Not quite sure why we just don't see the Staff of Preservation already on that Dryad, as that Dryad could get finished off pretty easily. No, creating a little bit of separation. One Nerubian Tower, happy, able to push back the heroes here. All right, Treant's going to try to rush on in, and then the Keeper of the Grove and the Demon Hunter are going to move in right behind that. The Nerubian Tower going to perhaps retarget the positioning. Nope, not at all, as the Demon Hunter, well, using that ranged air attack to put more damage onto those air units. All right, well, if Mountain Giants, the cuddly giants right there, look at that face. How could you ever be sad with a face like that? Well, if you're getting attacked by a tree trunk, I guess that would be a legitimate reason to be sad. Meanwhile, Gargoyles, Lich clearing up this creep camp at the Fountain of Health. Demon Hunter and Keeper of the Grove also down here clearing up some of the Acolytes as well. More Acolytes will get trained up too, as we're looking at a Sacrificial Pit about to get constructed. Will the Sacrificial Pit even be commonplace in the future? That does make me wonder. Sacrificial Pit, if it is going to be a common strategy any longer, as we are looking at the Mountain Giant right there, able to just dish out so much damage, and now 35 to 56 siege damage. It is considered very slow attack, but all at the same time, it is fairly fast compared to other siege attacks as well. Mountain Giants still just pushing their way through, and happy with an army of gargoyles, unsure of how to take down this haunted, this one particular group of units. All right, mass Mountain Giants really causing problems here. As you can see, that damage is just adding up. Acolytes are just constantly trying to repair. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove and the Keeper of the Grove and the Demon Hunter are sitting much there saying, you know what, I'll fight against those gargoyles. I don't mind this particular fight here at all. Staff of Teleportation perhaps should be used on that Keeper of the Grove, taking him back home. Mountain Giants have finished off the expansion, and now the Mountain Giants are actually taking down all of these units back here. All right, this transition I was not expecting at all. Happy does have a decent amount of gold, but Foggy jumping into 80 supply, almost purely of Mountain Giants here, adding in so much damage. Demon Hunter now being forced to retreat back as well. Gargoyle in the air trying to heal back up. Dryads retreating back. It looks like this entire expansion could get destroyed just with what, 5 or 6 Mountain Giants here, not really dealing that much damage. The heroes, 1,600 hit points. Well, it's so difficult. We are looking at mass Acolytes looking to constantly repair as well. Keeper of the Grove shows up. Death Knight, Staff of Teleportation coming back the other way. Are we going to finally see the death of... No. We are not see the death of any Mountain Giants. No Mountain Giants were really harmed in this fight. Still sitting at over 80 supply. We are at Tree of Eternity, and we're finally going into Master Bears. So far, though, that Mountain Giant down to 296 hit points, trying to heal up at night. We're looking at the Demon Hunter perhaps trying to get to level 3. Keeper of the Grove also with an Orb of Venom now. That damage is going to add up surprisingly fast, perhaps trying to clear out of this Fountain of Health. Mountain Giants with their 1,600 hit points does heal a large amount of hit points per second. as it is a percentage-based heal. Oh, well, yeah, don't attack as of yet. No, I guess he is going to attack. All right, he's going to attack and actually walk away. No real reason to attack and walk away. Could have attacked, used that Fountain of Health a little bit better here. Meanwhile, over here on the bottom left-hand side, we're going to see a Scroll of Town Portal, Tree of Eternity, Nature's Blessing trying to repair. And Foggy says, I too can rush into a base and take down a main tree. All right, massive repairs coming underway. Frost Nova coming around, constant taunts, trying to pull the aggro away. Mountain Giants, massive repair underway. Is all the Wisp getting taken out? Scroll of Town Portal now backing out as well. So many Wisps lost. 71 supply compared to 80, as more Wisps will be trained right behind this. Treants are making their way back off to the north here. Both armies will be passing each other in the center. This is pretty much where I thought Foggy would or should be at this stage in the game, with a supply advantage. But is it enough to take down Happy? Happy trying to rebuild this haunted gold mine is already done. The expansion now going to be in a bit of trouble, and two very full Moonwells could get destroyed as well. This is going to be bad news indeed. Trading of expansions. That Tome of Strength picked up by Death Knight. The Death Knight saying thank you very much. Getting in a little bit more damage too. Foggy gonna lose this Tree of Life right here. Mass Mountain Giants looking to destroy the base once more, but it looks like Happy's like, you know what, I'm fine trading bases against you. Wisp's gonna end up getting taken down as well. We do see a Dreadlord coming into play, and this is beautiful counterplay against Foggy. Foggy has been using Staff of Teleportation very aggressively and very well. What's going to end up happening? Dreadlord is going to shut that down indeed, as the Mountain Giants now make their way out across the map. Level 3 going up against a 4-3-1. As the Demon Hunter wants to finish off some of these units here. All right, 67 supply compared to, 58? Army sizes are 50 compared to 57. Wisp could be trying to retreat back to the corners of the map. Yep, there's one Wisp running all the way back home as well. Scroll of Town Portal finally being used by Foggy, but is this battle going to go well at all? Yes, it will. A retreat is in order. Foggy with a couple of extra Moonwells down here could easily heal up some Dryads, some Mountain Giants, and continue this chase. Is he going to heal up these units? That Mountain Giant, 800 hit points down. I would assume that he would naturally want to try and heal up here. Meanwhile, a little bit of slow poison onto a Dreadlord. Dreadlord slowed for a split second, and Happy is still just running around the center of the map. Interestingly enough, the Ogre Lord in the center at the center creep camp has yet to be cleared out, as we are building a ninja expansion over there at the expansion of Happy. Foggy trying to get one by his opponent. Meanwhile, Foggy may have a little bit of problems here. This Tree of Eternity taking a lot more damage, but that bonus armor really protecting quite a bit right there as a Frost Nova blasts away many of those Wisps. Multiple units continuing to battle its way through. Death Knight forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal to head back out. How can you even, micro units in this fight? I do not really know. All right, Acolyte of Happy spots this Tree of Life from Foggy. All right, no hidden expansion at all. Just going to go ahead and retreat and run back with it, as the main bases only showing a couple more minutes of mining left. All right, repairing this Tree of Eternity is going to be key, and then trying to entangle this gold mine, get all of that gold back once more. Meanwhile, in the middle portion of the map, Foggy has cleared out that Overlord and picked up, what was the item? I don't see it. Hood of Cunning, Agility, and Intelligence. Decent item for that Demon Hunter for more mana burns. I think they would have just preferred the Robe of Magi or those particular items, giving 7 to 1 particular stat. Agility +2, and what is going on with Foggy leaving behind the tomes to be picked up by Happy? All right, Demon Hunter could have used 2 points of additional damage. We're going to be going into an engagement here. We are looking at, maybe even True Shot Aura from the Priestess of the Moon with an Orb of Venom could have helped focus down some of those units as well. Coming back around, the Treants are taking down some Crab Limb Rippers, and this may actually give level 4 to the Demon Hunter with that infinite experience range. I believe so. Level 3 Crab or Limb Ripper is all that is left. But while that is happening, we can see Happy easily clearing out this fountain of health here. What item was dropped? Devotion Aura 2 bonus armor. We are looking at Vampiric armor as well. Ghouls will be able to fight pretty regularly and easily. Demon Hunter now has level 2 evasion. Not quite sure why that says 1 second cooldown left on that mana burn. I'm pretty sure that is just not the case. Back off to the north, an Ancient Protector, making sure that no expansion has been established at all. 60 supply compared to 61. Happy, about to lose this gold mine in about a minute. Meanwhile, another 2.5 minutes left for a Foggy. Oh, Tome of Intelligence +2. Wait. Lich doesn't want Tome of Intelligence +2. All right, apparently Happy deciding not to read his books either. Thank you for the follow. Tome of Agility +2 being left behind there. And here we are. Foggy is left out of position. Staff of Preservation returning that Demon Hunter back home. Damage getting added in. Oh, getting in a nice entangle on a fleeing unit there as the Keeper of the Grove. Those Moonwells were already cleared up, so no easy healing there. One Ancient Protector hiding out, making sure no additional expansions. Is this just a game where no one reads books? Yo. Coming back across here, Mountain Giants making their way through. Gauntlet of Ogre Strength +3. Is it, well, clearing out the last of these sea turtles. What is going down? You cannot give Happy this opportunity to start unsummoning his buildings and building and getting the exact items that he wants. He'll probably unsummon a couple more Ziggurats, get a couple more Scrolls of Healing across the Dreadlord, the Death Knight, and that Lich. And with that, be able to just outpush you. That is one of the benefits of the Undead Army in those all-in situations, staying on one base. Well, let's get a Scroll of Healing. Let's unsummon our buildings and then make our rounds out. All right. Did we... No, he unsummoned to haunt another gold mine. All right, interesting. Let's go. Here we are, Mountain Giants in the center. Indeed, Mountain Giants there is going for a quick taunt. There's a sleep onto the Keeper of the Grove. Staff of Preservation trying to save some of those units. Dryad's going to get pressured pretty quickly as we are looking at the Keeper of the Grove just... focused down far too fast. Demon Hunter going to end up getting focused down as well. Demon Hunter unable to mana burn and the Death Knight and the Lich fast enough to lose his heroes. And Foggy, falls apart in a, falls apart end here. Foggy was able to shut down the expansion, do a lot, had the supply lead, but couldn't close the door. Undead not finding a mana burn on the Death Knight and that Lich in the opening segments of the game, or able to get Death Coil Frost Nova on a very vulnerable Keeper of the Grove, and that was the beginning of the end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.